Hello, I'm a forever friend of Katrina's, and my name is Rody. If you enjoy her videos, please subscribe to her channel, like, comment, and share them where you can. We'd all be very grateful. Thank you.
About this, everybody hold on because oh yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna have to do it over the thing. Rody has it.
Yeah, I can play, but you want to talk about that other thing first, or you
Yes.
want to go? Okay.
Sure, no problem. You're the one that brought up Leah, sweetheart.
Well, yeah, because I wanted you to know. I thought that's great from first watching the show and sharing about her awesome reading. That's why I wanted to acknowledge it.
Thank you. We wanted to bring up another thing that right before we get to some absolutely fabulous photos and experiences, which is why it's called a variety show. We also are adding something today that was very dear to Rody and myself. And I'm going to let her take over. It has something to do with current events, which I don't get political, but this is so important for us to discuss. So go ahead, Rody.
Okay, well, while getting set up this afternoon, I had the TV on, the news, and I heard about a story they were reporting on that a school called Rejoice Christian School in Oshawa, Oklahoma, had expelled an 8-year-old girl because she said she had a crush on another girl. Now, and they didn't just expel her, they told her, her teacher, how wrong it was and it's not in the Bible. And this little girl went home so traumatized, thinking God did not love her anymore. But they went even further. They expelled her 5-year-old brother, and it's just awful. It is awful. And you know, they want to talk about Leviticus. I know the book of Leviticus because it has been used against me to, figuratively beat me with it. Leviticus 18:21, a man shall not lay with another man like a woman. They take that one verse. There's 613 commandments in that one book, and they want to pick that one and hold it out. But yet, I just real quick, can I continue? Just looked at the few I could remember. Where's my sheet at? Okay, like Katrina, do you know in Leviticus 25:3 it says, well, that one, it says, if you don't follow every example that God sets down, he's going to bring terrible woes upon you. It says, if you commit adultery, the punishment is death. If you
there should be a lot of dead people, right?
Yeah, there should be, right?
Yeah, I wrote them and said, I drive up to Oklahoma. They want to debate the book of Leviticus with me. It also says if you should be kind to your slaves. So they're condoning slavery. I'm so upset. This little girl went home and said to her mother, God doesn't love me anymore. This is just the most awful thing ever. And they call themselves Christians. That is absolutely not Christ-like. Absolutely. Well, and they're in a position
watches my show. It's so sad. We even had one of my forever friends. She was 12 years old. She had committed suicide 4 days before her mom coming on my show. Didn't know that she watched us, but that's what exactly hers was, coming out at 12 and not feeling accepted. And it just makes my heart so sad that there is no I have not ever seen our maker. I'm not saying that God shows himself to me, but I have not. And we've had many that have either chose to go over to the other side or is gay and still in their heaven. So that's all that I can share with this world. But it's horrible to have an 8-year-old feel such the world on her shoulders of what she feels. And I keep going back. I have the same thing. And my biggest thing is, guys, preach what you're reading. You are not to do any judgment. And secondly, who the heck are you to tell who loves who? Like, come on.
Let me say this. It is not a choice. It is not a choice.
Yeah, God didn't make no mistakes.
It is not a choice because nobody would choose it. Who the hell would choose it when you can lose your job, families, face all kinds of discrimination? So number one, it is not a choice. Nobody would choose it. And you said God doesn't make mistakes. And the only commandments Jesus Christ gave in the New Testament was love God with all your mind, body, heart, and soul. and love your neighbor as you love yourself. That is it. Christ would have never done anything like this or said anything like this. And I am hot about it. And it is called, I just said it, what did I say the name was? Rejoice Christian School. When I wrote a thing to them, the only way I could do it was a check-in. I didn't know it would show up on my page, which I'm glad it did. If anybody wants to write them a letter or give them their opinion, I would encourage you to.
We just
There is
want
no
to share
excuse
that.
for anybody making a child feel like they are anything less than a child.
8 years old.
I agree. I agree.
Unforgivable.
Love is love. That's
I have
the
to
number
say.
one. Love is love. And watching my shows and listening to the readings, they're coming from them, whether it's visions, experiences, personalities, memories, or the words of them themselves. They're not hurting, they're not in pain, they weren't judged in that category, and it's beautiful. The heaven part is awesome, and we want to share that with the world. Once again, we don't do much political or current events, but because this touch exactly with what we do and how things aren't exactly the way we've been taught or how it's been shared with everyone, and we need to take a listen to the truth.
And we sometimes have to take a stand in certain things. And I
I
just,
agree.
maybe being a gay woman, that's part of it. But this is just wrong. This is so wrong. God is love, period. In my opinion, in my experience, God is love.
Light and love.